Welcome back into Game Fanatics to our continuing Let's Play of Caribbean Legend. As usual, we're going to start with reading through the comment section of yesterday's video, and then we'll jump in from there. So first one's from Distortion1971, saying, "Hi mate, love your playthrough of this awesome game. Just watched episode 1, thinking of buying the game. Do I need the whole package, including the DLCs? No. DLCs are not needed to enjoy the game. They simply add to it. Thankfully, this is an old school style game where it's not the DLC adding massive, major bunches of content, but just adding unique quest lines and ship packs to add on to the already fully included base game. So you've got hundreds of hours of RPG enjoyment to have from this game that you can just add a little bit extra if you would like." And then Mangy here's got my my notebook's worth of information here for me to learn from. He just commented, so let me go over it with you guys. So when it comes to the Manga Rosa, it's an extremely rare plant, yep. It does not grow freely outside, only in specific places. In your adventures, you can collect a grand total of 38 plants. That includes rare one-time visit places during some of the quests. I assume that's talking about like the one I found on that island during the Dutch Gambit quest line, where you went to that one island and I found a Manga Rosa on that island. Fortunately, you'll spend a lot of time searching for them, even though they are not explicitly hidden. They're quite hard to encounter. However, perhaps fortunately, guides exist which pinpoint the exact location of each plant. Also, there are other means to gather Manga Rosas. Okay. Some storyline quests, treasures, you already got some that way. Yep. One of the town quests. Okay. The last one's by far the biggest reward and trivializes gathering it. For now, I won't give you any spoilers. Maybe later. Alright. As for the Mangaro potions, okay, no, they do have a 50-day duration. So I'm probably not going to craft them again then, unless I have very specific needs for one of them. But all of them look like they're pretty standard, like maybe 10 to 15% bonuses to a specific skill. When I was talking to Amelia, she mentioned the outdated description, which was they only lasted for 2 days, but they boosted pirate stats, which is a lot bigger boost to your character, but they only are for 2 days, as well as weapon stats temporarily. They were meant to be used for some specific encounters. Now they are more like amulets, give a different boost, but for 50 days. So they were probably meant for like the people who wanted to fight that one fight for like 8 hours to try and beat it, where it was at the end of final lesson, where you have to beat that previously friend of yours in order to actually get all of the rewards from final lesson quest line. Spyglass, not using it optimally. While you're on a ship, if you hit tab, it'll switch you to on-deck mode, where you can freely run around the ship and use Spyglass from any angle. That is definitely something I need to work on. I've seen a lot of people in the Discord talking about all of the best ways to use the Spyglass, and so I definitely need to improve on it myself. Don't underestimate the figurine. It's the best ward for you, as it literally doubles your carry weight. Yeah, my plan, honestly, is to, whenever I'm going to be going over carry weight, I can swap to that if I'm not actively expecting to be doing combat, or I'm going to get used to swapping between Blackwoods and that amulet, or that figure as a ward, to really optimize usage of those double carry weight or the better grape shot. Castilla is a region of Spain. I kind of figured that, but I wasn't certain. I didn't want to have to look it up. Spanish are often called Castilians. Yeah. So you have to look for a Spanish governor's wife. Okay. So I just gotta go around basically the Spain ports and look for the governor's wife for the Aztec god. Sidetracking, yes, while such things as sidetracking exists, you shouldn't think about it this way. An open world RPG, and usually time is really important in this one. Yeah, I have, that's one of the things I struggle with open world RPGs, is keeping track of multiple quest lines. That's one of the reasons why I'm now writing it down in my journal again, so that way each morning I can review what missions I can work on. I'm going to include with that the side quests that I currently have, to see if we can narrow that down. The only ones right now I think I have are the ones involving the, basically tracking down the captains for the nobles, which is just a matter of when I see the ships with the unique sails, I know that that's one of them, and I should try and catch up to that ship to talk to the officer so I can go back and turn in the reward. Outside of that, we are working on the Belize town quest right now, which is an example of me not sidetracking so much, because we just did Vile Little God, and since we were right next to Belize, I went there and picked up that quest. And then, yeah, long ways perks indicate that he can be a decent musketeer. Okay. So, yeah, basically just swapping him out with my other officer, then as a musketeer. Let's get back into it. Alright. That took a little bit longer than usual, but we had a lot of information there to go over. 1 second, I've got Cat being annoying on my desk now. Hey. Alright. Sorry about that. Okay. So, we are on our way to kill the port chief. He lives near the prison by rights. He ought to be an inmate. So I gotta go find his house, but I do have a clue that it's by the prison. So let's go see if we can find him. How do we get back out of this cave now? If I remember right, if I go to the left, I should find the way out. Well, here's a way out. I don't know if this is the way I want to go, because I didn't go through that way. There we go. So when I came here, I came from... I don't believe it was... Yeah, it wasn't this cave, it's this one up here. So we gotta stick to the left. Make our way back. I see a plant. Woo! I spotted it without the white dot needed. I'm good. That's the base, the fort. City's right here. Duh. I got distracted by the plant. That's my excuse. I don't know if you can see on the edge of the camera here, but I've got a cat. I'm here. See how long I can enjoy playing with her on my lap.
Come on, don't irritate me.
Alright, so his house is going to be near the prison. I want to figure out which house is his and then go in at night, I think. So let me identify the prison first, which is going to be this building, right? Harbor Master's house. Well, that's helpful. I wonder if a good way to do it is to be like, oh, it's locked. This is an entrance to his house, isn't it? Yeah. Or is it a different house? No, it's a different house. So maybe I have to only enter at night. Why is this guy standing here?
Land has become very valuable in our day and age.
Prince in 12 days. We do plan to leave here as soon as we're done this quest. And that is another island on our list. So, Port-au-Prince, number 6 on my list of places with quests. So, let's go ahead and I'm going to agree to this one. Now, how do I get into this guy's house? I gotta wait a little bit longer. I don't know if it's late enough. Let me see. Can I fast travel? Yeah, see, nothing's closed yet. I'm a little early. Let's wait 2 hours. How do I gain access to his house? Can I get to it through this house?
Land has become very valuable in our day and age.
I don't see a way. How do I? Alright, 1 second. Had to remove the cat. She was starting to paw at my arm while I was trying to play. I don't know what to do. Oh, there we go. Now I can go in. I guess I just needed to walk away from it for a time. Maybe it was a time thing at 11 o'clock where I could enter his house. But now I'm just like waiting for him to show up. Now, it does mention leaving it here, but does it mean leaving it on his body? I'll wait for nightfall and deal with him. His filthy deeds will be exposed. The notes given to me by the mercenary will remain in his house in plain sight. How do I leave them in plain sight? I'm not really sure about that part. Hopefully when I deal with him, then I can leave him in plain sight. I'm assuming on his body is what they're referring to. But I don't know how you'd go about doing that. I'm gonna save here. I don't know if this is a event where I can rest and deal with it like when he gets here, or if I have to. No, there we go. Wait, no. Okay, so I couldn't rest here. So then he brings the officers. Okay, I kind of figured that would happen. Because he walked in while I was resting, essentially, went and got guards. I just have to wait here. Let's speed up time. I assume what it is that he's essentially walking from the Port Harbor building to his house. The only thing I could think of is if I put it in something, then maybe that will trigger. But no, see, I can't even put it in, like, his chest. So I just gotta kind of wait out time. I can go wait upstairs. Take a free diamond. Ah, okay, cool. So I found a place to leave the notes. They're right there on that desk. So now maybe he'll be here. How long am I supposed to wait to deal with him? Maybe I need to go to the port office now and find him still there? I don't know which building is the port office, though. We'll find it. There it is. The port office is right here, and it's closed. So his house is right behind there. Where did the documents go? Punished, I'll wait for nightfall and deal with him. His filthy deeds will be exposed, and those given to me by the mercenary will remain in his house in plain sight. Let the whole town see him for what he really is. It's ironic that he lives near the prison. By rights, he ought to be an inmate. Do I possibly have to go to the port office, wait till nightfall, kill him there, then go to his house and plant the evidence? I don't know. Like, I've been sitting here with the evidence on his table for about an hour. He hasn't returned. If I rest here, What about if I rest here? Experience gained. See how the documents disappeared? What? Alright, let's go back to earlier in the day. I wait here till after hours.
I'm all ears.
I can't enter his house till about 11 p.m. So I'm curious about what happens in-game at that time.
I'm all ears.
So I can't do anything to him at the Harbor Master House. I can go to his house, where I can plant the evidence here. But I think I need to deal with him first, then. Alright, I am absolutely stumped. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do. I've tried through trial and error several different ways to figure this out. I'm guessing there's a very specific way in which you're supposed to approach this quest, which is not obvious to me. I waited outside till I could enter his house. Looks like it was about 11 p.m. Entered his house. Waited inside his house for hours. Never came. Went and found where to put the note. Put the note on the table. Waited several hours. Never came. So I don't know what's triggering him to come to his house where I can deal with him. I can't deal with him in the port house. We went there, waited several hours. Couldn't deal with him at the Port Harbor building. So I'm not sure how to kill this guy. I figured out where to leave the evidence is right here on this table. But I still need to deal with the guy. So I'm gonna end up leaving it here, guys. Please, if you know how to progress in this quest, feel free to let me know. I'd love to finish this quest up so we can move on to the next one. I don't believe I have that Port-au-Prince side quest anymore, but we'll figure out what island's closest to this one next, and we'll make our way over there. But that is going to be it for this one, guys. I hope you all have enjoyed, and I will see you again tomorrow.